Christmas. Go ahead.
You go ahead.
Christmas with our family in 2009. And you want to know how we met? Well, we went to the same high school.
I was a senior. She was a
sophomore.
Sophomore? Okay.
I think.
Well, we didn't socialize because seniors didn't mess around with sophomores.
And his best buddy, Tim, was dating my sister, Dorothy. And he came over to the house all the time.
I'd go over there with Tim. And a whole bunch of kids would go because Kellers were very hospitable people. And they liked to have kids around because they knew where they were, I think, one thing. But they always made you feel at home. That's how we got to know Peggy and her mom and dad. So I knew them real well before we started dating, which was, what year Tim and Daddy married? 47?
46.
46.
So before that, we both went into the service. And a lot of people think that's where we met, but it wasn't. And then we came home. I got out of the service in 1946. And when did you get out?
1946.
Okay.
January.
So it was a completely different life again back home. And we went out, I think it was the night before my sister was married to Tim. After the little party, we went out to the Hangout for Rips. We got a hamburger. And that's when we went out. First decided to go out. And occasionally he would we'd date. But I always had to wait until he and his boyfriend went with a friend of mine, his boyfriend, Warren Daly.
Go ahead. Keep it on. You're doing fine.
And she would say, did Howard call you yet? No. Well, we're going so-and-so's place, so she said, well, he'll call. So he'd call about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The day we're supposed to go out. I was all ready.
She's all dressed, ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the girls say, well, I'm wearing this. What are you wearing when you go out tonight?
He hasn't asked me. Okay.
I wasn't really that bad.
Well.
Was I?
No. So then I worked a while and decided I didn't like working at General Motors anymore, so I decided to go to college. And Dad would come up every once in a while on weekends. So, and it was the same thing.
Ypsilanti State Teachers College.
Yeah.
That was in Michigan.
Yeah.
By Ann Arbor.
Well, we'll skip that part.
Excuse me. I also have a cold.
So go on.
Well, that's pretty well brought up to date, didn't it? We were married in...
What happened to you in college, Mom?
I got pneumonia.
And first semester, I think.
Yeah. I took my midterms, and that was about a week after that. I got sick and had pneumonia and was in the hospital for 24 days. And
well, the story was they had this big prom up at the college, and I didn't get invited.
Oh, yeah. Well,
so I'm home pouting, and I get a phone call from Miss Peggy. I'm sick. Could you come up and get me and take me home? Tell my mother, I'm not going to get her. She's home in the best place she knows how. You are too going to go get her. So I had to go get her. Because my mother made me. And then they put her in a hospital. And she stayed between the hospital and the TV stand for almost a year, I guess.
Yeah. And I didn't have TV, and they didn't know what I had. So I stayed there for 9 months. And then he came out, and we did most of our dating in the hospital.
I was engaged on Christmas Day, 1947.
How'd you ask?
You don't want to get married, do you? Oh yeah, I guess I will.
No, he pulled over to the side of the road and pulled out the ring and said, "Oh, isn't that a nice surprise?"
I think I was picking you up, take it to your mother's house.
You were. It was
In the hospital.
Christmas morning, wasn't it? Yeah.
Had to get permission from Tough Carl first, so that was her dad.
What did he say?
They loved Howard.
I could do no wrong. I was in like Flynn with them.
They knew him long before we started to date, so I think they were crossing their fingers and hoping that would happen. So anyway.
And so,
Then we were married.
in October of 1948, we got married. St. Benedict's Church,
Yeah.
Pontiac, Michigan. And we went down to, on our honeymoon, we went to the Smoky Mountains, to Pigeon Forge.
I know.
That's what she's doing.
Yeah, but there wasn't no Pigeon Forge at that time.
No, there was, but there was no Dollywood or anything.
We went, where did we go? First we went to Washington, D.C.,
No,
didn't we?
that was on the way home. We went down the Smoky Mountains and back up the Blue Ridge Highway
Oh, okay.
to Washington and
Yeah.
back home from Washington.
Niagara Falls?
No, we didn't make
No.
that.
Where did we go in the Smokies? That was,
Well, what's I forget the name of the town there.
that's what I was trying to think. Remember now, we're 80,
Gatlinburg?
in our 80s.
Gatlinburg, that's what John Bill said, that was right.
Yeah,
We stayed in Gatlinburg.
yeah.
It wasn't like it is now, it's not,
It
you
was
know, it
just
wasn't,
really rustic and nice.
it wasn't really built up like it is now. That was 60 years ago.
So then we went to Washington, D.C., and my ex-roommate, a girl I worked with in Washington, read Gladys, what is her last name? Anyway, her name was Gladys. And she made reservations at the hotel for us, and we did the Washington tour, and we went out for dinner with her and met some of my old friends, and then we went home. You had to call for money from Washington.
Didn't have enough money to check out the hotel. That was before credit cards. You had to pay cash. So I had to call my dad long distance, which is another expense.
Yeah.
In those days, long
No
distance
cell phone.
telephone calls back, you know, something bad had happened. Had them wire me some money so I could pay the hotel so we'd get out.
Of course, I had no money.
So we made it. Lived happily ever after.
How many times were you engaged before you got married, Grandma?
Once. Once.
Once before, Grandpa?
Once. How did you know that?
You told me.
Oh. Yes. I was engaged, and then the war interrupted that, and
Thank God.
yeah, so it didn't work out. But it worked out fine for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not so good for him.
You don't know.
He can get you.
Okay, she's still got the camera on. So that's about our story.
And how many kids did you have?
Had 6 kids.
13 grandkids.
And 7 grandchildren.
Great grandchildren.
Great grandchildren. So that's it.
A legacy of love.